Now to an Eyewitness News exclusive. A man nicknamed the Neighborhood Nightmare, the terrorizing tenant.
The Neighborhood Nightmare? The terrorizing tenant? This is gonna be good.
Frivolous lawsuits and phony charges against his so-called enemies.
Well, Sade and Diana, you might say he's a serial sewer.
Alliteration? Check. Is this a story about plumbing?
We caught up with Mark Newton on a recent day at court in Newark. It's familiar territory. You might say he sues for sport, filing lawsuits.
No. There's something about his style of dress I kind of like.
Filing lawsuits and complaints against anyone he feels has wronged him, from hospitals to utility companies.
There's a thing lawyers like saying, for every wrong, there is a remedy at law. But anyways, it seems like they mad he learned how courts work and sued some poor, broken and battered utility companies and those old poor hospitals. Tell me more.
To the guy next door.
Not the guy next door. The humanity.
He told us that if we don't pay him $15,000, he was going to make our life a living hell, which he did.
Andy Henry and his wife claim Newton has targeted them for the past 5 years, constantly filing charges.
I've had burglary charges, I've had assault charges, I've had terroristic threat charges. You name it, he has put it on me. They have all been dismissed, but they have taken a long time to get dismissed, which causes me not to get a job.
This man collects victims for fun.
Oh, that old game, Victims for Fun. Or what was it called? Monopoly.
People say you squat for a living and then sue them when they complain.
People lie. People lie.
He started poking holes in the walls, breaking windows, ripping out the electrics and the plumbing, and then he started calling code enforcement.
Yeah, like there weren't any code violations before he moved in. Okay. So maybe he isn't a hero in the classical sense. Maybe he just likes to prove that the landlord is gonna be a slumlord by slumming up the place a little. You know, maybe the rent will go down now. Spoiler alert, it won't. A little, you have no windows here, and you have no walls there. Jeez, can't be a comfortable life, I imagine.
What about people who say you filed false charges?
What about the...
That you make a living doing that?
I don't make a living doing that, okay?
How do you make a living?
Excuse me?
Are you working?
Oh, no, she didn't. The old you black, so you must not have a job and you make your living filing lawsuits against poor innocent landlords and utility companies stereotype? She's pulling deep cuts from the best of racism collection.
State Senator Ron Rice says he is now introducing legislation to stop people like Newton from abusing the system.
I think if we change the law, once you bring the first one or two, you're gone. You're in jail or you're fine.
Ah, I see now. So a guy researches the law and then learns to use it, and the government wants to change the laws to put him in jail for learning the government's laws and using them. Yeah, I think something's really wrong here. Look, nobody condones using the law to file frivolous lawsuits, and JustUsBridge certainly doesn't condone that, and we specifically admonished against and teach against that idea. Clearly, the government must think that it's not a real thing because they never made any laws to stop it. That said, there is a motto of, for every wrong, there is a remedy at law. Think about the issue of being a black person or a poor person or a poor black person already disadvantaged. Do you think that maybe there's some bad business characters that want to do shady shit and prey upon the ignorance of consumers? Like how debt collectors can just call people up or buy debts for pennies on the dollar and then sue for the old amounts and make a profit on that business model? Oh, wait. There is a law against that?
It's the JustUsBridge show, coming on set with the right information, coming correct. In the JustUsBridge show, Jim is a winner, the man with the plan that you'll come to respect.